What is one dumb mistake people make when applying for their green card? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States out of our offices in St. Louis, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. You know, it takes a long time to get your green card, and these days it takes longer than ever. And to alleviate the difficulties faced by immigrants who are going through the green card process, they have allowed always people to apply for advanced parole and for a work authorization card. And the big mistake that I want to warn you about is that sometimes people don't file for advanced parole, or they don't file for work authorization, or they don't file for either of them. Now, this is a dumb thing. This is something that is easily avoided but can cause real problems down the line. What am I talking about? Well, advanced parole allows someone who has filed a green card application to leave the United States and to come back before their green card interview. So with a green card taking a year and a half to get approved, sometimes people want to leave the United States to go visit family or take care of business, whatever. They want to be able to leave, and the law allows them to file an I-131 application for advanced parole. And what that phrase advanced parole means is you're getting advanced permission to re-enter the United States. So that's part of the filing fee of the green card application. There's no reason not to file for it. The employment authorization document is just what it sounds like. It's what allows someone to work while their green card case is pending. That's an I-765. So those two forms, you file those along with your I-130, your I-130A, which are the marriage-based documents, and then the I-45, which is the application to adjust status. You should always include an I-131 and an I-765. I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't file both of those applications, but we see it time and time again where people don't do it. And here's why they don't do it. They don't apply for advanced parole because they think they're never going to have to leave the United States. They say to themselves, I'm not going anywhere. Why would I file for that? That's just extra work to fill out that form. Dude, it's 5 pages. It's a simple little form. Fill it out. Same with the I-765. They think to themselves, well, I already have work authorization through OPT because I was on an F1, or they think I'm not going to need to work, but you need to file for the EAD. Like I said, it doesn't cost anything extra. It's just simply filling out the form. Now, here's what happens when you don't file for those forms and then you need them. That's what we want to talk about today, and this is where the mistake comes in. So, like so many things in immigration, this is a situation where the chance of a problem is very small, maybe 1 or 2%. But the impact of the mistake is on a scale of 0 to 100, it's 100, 110. What do I mean by that? Well, we've seen countless times where people didn't file for advanced parole. They said, I'm not leaving, I don't need it. And then guess what? Somebody back home gets sick, or somebody back home is on the verge of death, and they call our office all of a sudden, Jim, can we do an expedited advanced parole? And I say, well, did you file an advanced parole with your original application? No, I didn't think I needed it. Then they're kicking themselves. Don't be that fool. File it each time. File it right away. Always include it in your application. This is also true with the EAD. The EAD is your best temporary form of status in the United States. It's the thing that's going to allow you to get a driver's license. So make sure that you apply for that EAD every single time. You might think you don't need to work, but you never know what's going to happen. You can't control everything. You can't predict the future. So these are no-brainers. There's absolutely no reason why you should forget or neglect or choose not to file for advanced parole, the I-131, or for employment authorization, the I-765, as part of the green card process. Don't make this mistake. Don't be like the people that we've seen come through our office who have to make that tough decision. Do I lose my green card case and have to start consular processing and get stuck outside the United States for a year and a half, or do I go back home and sit next to my father while he passes away? I can tell you, as someone whose dad passed away just last year, you want to be there for that. You don't want to miss that. And I would make the decision to go back. But then at that point, you're really screwed because you've demonstrated immigrant intent, you've started the immigration process, and the whole thing's been abandoned. In the old days, you could get away with this. In the old days, you could leave without advance parole and come back and keep your green card case going. But they're on to that now. They know right away when you leave the United States. And now people get a request for evidence as soon as they leave the United States saying, hey, why shouldn't we conclude that your green card case has been abandoned? It's not like the old days. So don't make that mistake. Make sure that you keep all your options open. Make sure that you fill out those forms, and that'll put you in the best chance of success for that long period while you're waiting for your green card case to be decided. If you have questions about this, feel free to give us a call, 314-961-8200. You can email us, info@hackinglawpractice.com. Be sure to join us in our Facebook group, which is called Immigrant Home. We'd love to see you in there. And then don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way, whenever we make a video like this one, you'll be the first one to find out, and you'll be able to access our Immigration Answers live show, which we do 3 or 4 times a week. Don't forget our Immigration Answer show, where we meet 3 or 4 times a week, and I try to answer as many immigration law-related questions as possible in just under 1 hour. We'd love to see you there. We'd love to try to help you out. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.